This is a brief introduction to Total Life Changes, a company that provides products and community that you'll feel. The year was 1994, and Jack Fallon had a vision to help the world. So in 1999, with the help of his best friend John Licari, Total Life Changes was born. So how did it get started? With one product that Jack really believed in, NutriBurst, a multi-liquid vitamin packed with all that and a bag of chips. Well, not the chips, but you get the idea. Fast forward to 2003, and Total Life Changes becomes incorporated. We got busy, real busy. We established TLC World Headquarters in Fairhaven, Michigan. Now we offer 38 products, taking thousands of orders daily.
Thank you for calling Total Life Changes.
And shipping to more than 150 countries across the globe. It doesn't matter what lifestyle you have or diet you're on. TLC's products and community is for everyone. And now you know a little, actually a lot, about Total Life Changes.
Everybody listen up, we got 10 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
Teach me. Oh, okay, let me show you.
Dude, I get it now.
That's because you're watching the 10-Minute Takeover.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Welcome to another edition of the 10-Minute Takeover. My name is Natalie Paramo. Thank you for waking up with me today. And today, what I have for you all is sort of like a recap on a couple things that we've touched on over the last few weeks. First off, I do want to kind of know, based on last week's episode, I'd like to know, and please comment, if you achieved your goals from last week that you set on Friday.
Whoa.
I'd like to really look at those and see how that went. So for those of you who joined, that might have joined this week and you have not yet seen that episode from last week, you can go back and watch it.
Let me
We do
hear
have
that
it on
one more
YouTube.
time.
And it was information about maintaining active on your account to receive commissions. So let's get started today, since we do have 10 minutes. Let's get started today with what I have here for you all. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so let's first off start with how to qualify for commissions. So as you can see here, you do need a personal 40 QV order. So there's two ways to be active. The first one is you make a purchase, so you can purchase an order 40 QV, or you can inspire customer sales and you actually earn QV towards your personal volume. So if you inspire customer sales, you can also use that volume to qualify and keep your account active. Now let's take a look at, so keeping your account active. We do offer SmartShip, which is a way to make sure that your order is processed on the same day every month, and you keep your account active. We touched on this last week on how important it is to keep the order on the same day every month, to make sure that you don't skip, or that you don't have that risk of losing any volume or commissions. So SmartShip is a way to make sure that you are active. So as you can see here, I have a couple notes here. So you can easily update your SmartShip items. You can update your address, your billing information, or your payment information. And then here it does, I do have SmartShip is convenient for life changers to assure that their account is active and eligible for commissions. And having a SmartShip, you also do guarantee that you're getting your product every month.
All right, keep talking.
Just keep that in mind. This way you don't have to always remember when you're about to run out, that you have to quickly set up your SmartShip. And the SmartShip is guaranteed to make sure that your order goes through every month. And let's see. So your metrics is something that we've touched on a little bit. This is to show you what your current account, what the status is. So a couple things that you can see on here, and your metrics actually lives in your dashboard. So if you're wondering if your account is active for a specific week, or if you want to see what your pay leg volume is, you can see all of this in your metrics. So on here, my test account became active during the week of December 11th through the 17th. So as you can see, I've became active with 120 QV. And then you can see the CV volume that you are earning from your retail orders. So as you all know that the CV volume gets added to your pay leg. That means that you do get paid twice on retail. You get paid on your retail commissions, and you also get paid the CV volume that is generated from those customer orders. For this few weeks on here, I don't actually have any retail volume.
Let's go.
But if I did, it would display on here, and that retail volume would get added to my pay leg at the end of the week.
Wow.
Let's see. So binary qualified status. On here, you're able to see the status, if you're qualified, binary qualified or not. We are gonna touch on how do you find out how come you're not binary qualified. So on here, as you can see, I was not binary qualified for any of these weeks. So if you know what it takes to be binary qualified, please comment in the on the live, and we'll see if that's the right answer. Let's see. So binary qualified status, you will show it on, if I am binary qualified, if I am active, I will see the check marks on here. So the next one, sponsored active life changers on your left and right team. On here, you can see the amount of life changers that you personally sponsored that are currently active for those weeks. So as you can see on my account, I don't have anyone active on my left team nor on my right for these 2 weeks, but I do have one person that became active from the 18th of December through the 24th, which is the current week. So for this current week, I do have one person who is active, and they are on my left team.
One.
If you scroll down in your metrics, you'll be able to see the week leg volume. The week leg volume is basically your pay leg. So you can see the new volume that just came in for that current week. That does not include the carryover. So you'll see the weekly volume in that section. And the last row that you'll be able to see there is paid rank. So on here, you can kind of see what you're getting paid at for that current week, which is a good way to know what is coming for your commissions. So let's talk about the team status report. So as I mentioned earlier, to become binary qualified, there are some requirements. One of the requirements is to have one sponsored active life changer on your right team and one sponsored active on your left team. So one on each side that are personally sponsored by you. And I forgot to mention this at the beginning, but the recapping all of these items is because during the last week or two, these are the main questions that we have been receiving in our customer call center and through email. So I'd like to just recap all of this and make sure that this information is passed along to your teams, or if you're new, just to stay tuned to these weekly trainings to make sure that you're up to date on what's happening in your back office. So for the team status report, this report will show you who is not binary qualified, who is on SmartShip or not, the placement of your personally sponsored life changers, but you can also filter. So if you want to filter by genealogy type, meaning you want to see only your personally sponsored members, or you want to see the people in your downline and what their status is. So on here, since to become binary qualified, you do need one active life changer on the right team and one on the left team. So this report has been filtered already to just display my people, or actually I only have my people on here. So as you can see, I have 2 people. One of them is on the left team, which is why my metrics show that I have 1 active life changer. And the other person shows IHT, which stands for in holding tank. Now, one of the questions might be, how does someone end up in the holding tank? And I will show you now.
Say it, say it, say it.
In your settings, you have the option for binary placement preference. In this section, you do have the ability to activate your holding tank or change your binary placement preference. I have mine set to outer right, meaning any new life changer that joins in my team will automatically be placed on the right side. If I give them if they are a customer and they decide to upgrade, they will be in my holding tank until I place them out. But if I do not place them into my binary tree, they will automatically default to my placement preference. If you are a life changer and your holding tank is not active, any customer that upgrades, you will still have them in your holding tank. So the customer upgrading will always default to the holding tank until they are placed, or until it just defaults to your preference. Let's see. So then, for looking at your binary tree viewer, you're able to, the way you're able to see who's in your holding tank, you do get an email, by the way, letting you know of who just upgraded. If you have any customers that upgraded, you'll get an email that notifies you with the customer name and that they've upgraded, so that way you know that there's someone in your holding tank. And another way to know who's in your holding tank is by viewing your binary tree and then clicking on, let's just say, the available spot. So I already know that I don't have a personally sponsored member active on my right team. So because I know that and I want to become binary qualified, I'm going to place this person who just upgraded, I'm going to place them on my right leg. So as you can see on here, my binary tree, I would click on the plus sign and I would get this pop-up right here that will show me the person who is in my holding tank. If I have more, you can click on the drop down and you'll have all the names of the people. So I'm deciding to place Jocelyn on my right team. And once you select the person and you've made sure that the placement is the placement where you want them, you would go ahead and click place. So once all of this happens, you will review all of the information once again, right? So you will review your metrics. So as you can see on here now, I have that I'm binary qualified. And it shows that now I have 1 person active on my right team. So even though my person I didn't show anything for this week, the 11th of December through the 17th, even though it didn't show binary qualified during that week earlier, because the person who upgraded, they had a previous purchase and they upgraded. That means that this week is still open. So because of her upgrade, I'm still qualified. I'm still binary qualified for that week. So which is a very good thing, that we are making sure that you're qualified as much as you can for the open weeks. So as you can see here, now I have 1 on each side. I misspelled status, but team status report. And here, we do have my 2 life changers, and as you can see, it says placement right and left. So she's been placed, and then I just verified it on my binary tree. So I just took a snapshot of my right leg, and she is placed. The heart on here, there's different icons in your back office on what these icons or these images mean. So the heart means that they're personally sponsored by me. So that's just something for you all to know. So that is it for today. I did just want to cover all of these things just to make sure that everyone has a good understanding on what the requirements are to be binary qualified, how being active, let me just go back to my metrics. How being active, if let's just say, for example, one of my life changers is not active, that causes me to not be binary qualified. So that means that it's very, very important, and this team status report is very useful to make sure that you're consistently communicating with your team to make sure that in case they have any questions, but to also make sure that they're active, because they might not know that they're inactive, or that their smart ship didn't go through, or that they're not binary qualified. So if you if you have people who are life changers and they are not binary qualified, this report is useful to reach out to them and make sure they understand how they can become binary qualified.
Let's go.
Or make sure that they understand how they can create a smart ship to make sure that they are qualified each month to be eligible for commissions. And that is it for my PowerPoint here. Let me just... Okay, so I do want to... Oh, I had a couple like giveaways here, and it was based on this. So the giveaways is based on this this presentation. So I'd like for you all to, for the first 10 people who comment, what you need to be binary qualified, what are the requirements, please comment them. And the first 10 people, I will give away NutriBurst, 1 bottle of NutriBurst. So NutriBurst is actually my favorite product, so I think that's why we've been giving it away for every single week. And so first 10 people who comment, what are the requirements for being binary qualified?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And that is it for today. I do have a special, well, a different or special episode for next week. We will be doing call-ins, but call-in questions. So make sure you get your questions ready and tune in next week on Saturday. It'll still be at the same time. And that is it for today. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.